Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here and welcome back to some more Lobotomy Corporation. You may notice that things have changed around a bit. I've kind of rearranged where our employees are stationed. I'm now down here with Martin and Wicked. In fact, we've moved all of our old employees out of the control team and have replaced them with two new hires, namely Arabella and Rylan. I have given each of them 2 in every stat and then equipped Arabella with Letitia's gun, and I can't remember the suit, the beak suit, and then Rylan has the wrist cutter suit and weapon, just trying to kind of spread around. I felt that we needed a few more employees, and I had talked about recruiting as many as 4, but I think we're going to stick with 2 new ones for right now, and we got them up here since these are more easy to deal with than some of the other sections. They should be able to grind these no problem whatsoever. So, our mission here is to promote 2 employees, and hopefully it will be Arabella and Rylan. That's why I kind of hired them there. But without further ado, let's get in here. Also, need to not forget, we have a new abnormality over here, and I always click with the incorrect button at the very start. There's a blinky eye. That looks like a stereo system. Or maybe not. Maybe these are camera lenses? They could be camera lenses or they could be speakers. I am not certain, but as usual, we're going to start with this thing. That way, if things go horribly, terribly wrong, we can just reset without losing too much time. We will start with insight work, and since Wicked has the best stats, we'll let him go ahead and kick that off. See exactly what's going on here with this thing. The warning of do not look at this thing made lots of employees curious and has led to many terrible incidents. Okay, that's scary. Alright, red damage. And we're doing horrible. Insight is not the correct thing to do here. Please survive, Wicked. Okay. Looks like we're fighting. It didn't kill Wicked. He's hurt, though. Can we see? We don't know what its attack type is. We don't know what it's resistant to. It's probably a Teth or an HE. Let's get Wicked to come down here and run away. So, we need to suppress this thing. We'll go ahead and let Martin and me come up here. Is it just... No, it's coming out. Alright. It looks like... Let's see. It's still attack type unknown. It was doing red inside the unit. It is doing red. So we need red... people who are strong against red to come suppress. Let's get everyone else involved here who can handle that. We'll have Lola come over. We'll have... Yeah, sure, Arabella come over. Rylan's not strong or weak versus red. Sure, come on over. We can get our people who are already there to tank. That would be awesome. Let's see. Umbra and Owie can also come help suppress. Alright, that's a big bad attack. Run away, Martin. Run away. Alright, we got office workers kind of tanking now. Rylan, I don't want you to tank this thing. You are not prepared for this. Come over here for a second. Arabella's a bit better at tanking the red damage, which it's the office workers now, because she's a ranged person. Maybe Owie can be our tank. I missed Lola. Okay, well... As I said, in case something goes wrong, we can just reset. We know now not to start off with insight. Alright, let's give this another try. Instinct, then. See, I'm better at instinct than Wicked is. In fact, I'm the best at instinct over here, so get in there, me. Also resistant to red damage, so that should help us tank. Not exactly certain what made it escape. Yeah, same thing. Many terrible incidents. Okay, well, instinct seems to be horrible too. It's going to get out, so let's get some people up here who can help with this. Maybe we can suppress it this time. Alright, having everybody come over, we're going to have me run away for the moment. Or get on back in here. People are arriving already. Come on now. Let's pay attention here. Oh, yeah. Need to run away when that happens. That does a crap ton of damage. Let's see, who is that coming? Rylan? See if we can get you guys back in here now. Is there a tell? Oh, no, there's not much of a tell as to when that's going to happen. Holy crap. Okay, this thing is super dangerous. Okay, is there something that is good to work with this thing with? Attachment? Actually, let's try repression. Wicked. You have the best repression stat. Alright, same information. We're still getting bad results. When you feel a gaze upon you, even when you're alone, it's already too late. I wonder, maybe we send only people over here who are ranged? Will that work? Pretty sure Discord is a ranged weapon. Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to repress this thing. And there's only one thing left to work with here. Get back down here, please, Wicked. You are definitely not ranged. Can we get you to move kind of over to this side? Move. Get away from it. There we go. Now get back in there and suppress. Oh, I thought yours was a ranged weapon there, Martin. Well, let's let you... Oh, no. Run away. Okay. Get back down here. Go heal. Run away. Alright, there we go. Taking it on from a distance. We're doing decent damage. Let's not let it get close to us. There, we got some office workers to take the brunt of the damage now. Not bad. Maybe if we can get it to fight us in a regen room. Let's see, can you guys... Wish it would keep you selected. Can you come over here? Where are you going? Down there. Are you going in the regen room? Where did you go? On further down. Let's go here. See, you're coming over to help. Come here too. Oh, it's coming back up. Get out of there. Come on, guys, get down here. There we go. Oh, Martin's involved again. Did not mean to have that happen. Though Martin did heal up. You guys are too close. Even though you're ranged, you are within its purview here. Get a little further away, then we will attack again. Alright, run. Attack. Kinda micro in here. It does not seem to be willing to enter a regen room, unfortunately. Where are you going now? Oh, where are you going? Back up? Well, as long as you don't have your saw blades come out. Oh, nope, there they are. In here. Oh, that's a lot of damage, guys. Get down here. You guys... Oh, not that direction. Come over here. Looks like it's... Well, I thought it was going to come back in. Went across to over there. You guys need to heal, please. Maybe we'll succeed in repressing this sucker? After everyone heals up a little bit, it's certainly putting the hurt on our office workers. I keep telling you guys to come down here. Please do that. We need you to get your health back up. Well, I think we'll speed up until we're healed. Long as we don't lose anyone named, I think we're going to be fine. This thing is a literal nightmare. If attachment is still bad, then I don't know how we're supposed to deal with this thing. Alright, everyone down here is ready to go, so let's select everyone except for Martin. Come get this thing. Slow down. Moving at top speed, they could die almost instantaneously. As much damage as this thing does when it puts its saw blades out. There is a keyhole there. I think that's what the quote said, something looking out from the keyhole. Right, so many dead office workers. I think that's too close, guys. Oh, is it coming back? Over here? Yep, get it. Keep our distance if we can. Oh! Wicked, I did not mean to select you. Apologies. You need to go back. That's it. Run away. Over here? Select you guys. Come on. Okay. Run away. Get away from the saw blades. Please stay selected. I wish we could group you guys up like in StarCraft or Warcraft or RTS kind of thing. Put you in a control group. Ah, there we go. We dodged ya. And we gotcha? It's not back inside. Oh, there it is. All right, everyone going home. So we got no PE boxes. Okay, well, attachment is the only thing left to try. So I guess we do that. If it is bad, then I don't know what we're supposed to do. So who has the best attachment? Umbra, who is not actually in this team over here. Or no, Terry, who is also not in this team. I think Terry's weak to red damage, though. He is. He has the best, so I guess we'll just go... Oh no, Wicked has a 5 temperance there. Never mind, I was misreading. Please let this be at least not something that lets it escape. Damn it. Okay. I don't know how we're supposed to work with this thing. We are not getting any energy whatsoever. What does its thing say? A mechanical abnormality that can walk on its own. Huh. Is it going to get out? It is. Okay. Well then. So we know that abnormalities have different success rates based on the level that's being used. Maybe we're using people who are too good at their things, and one of these is actually a better rate. That's a whole lot of experimentation to do. Huh. Well, nothing for it. I think it's going to save us a lot of time if we just reset and then experiment with people with different levels. So let's try that, especially since this thing takes so long for us to suppress. Okay, so on attachment, Wicked was getting very bad results with a temperance of 5. Let's try me on attachment with a temperance of 2. Alright, still very bad results. Okay. Retry. Okay, let's have someone with low insight come over here. We tried Wicked with an insight of 5. Maybe try an insight of 3. So I guess me again. We also probably need to try an insight of 2 or lower. There has to be something that we can get good results with, though it's not looking very promising. Arabella, sure. Go see if you can do something with it. We'll speed up here. Since we're just trying to discover a type of work that can actually be used on this thing. Nope, still bad. So let's try someone with a relatively low instinct. Which is going to be one of our new hires. We'll let Rylan take a crack at it this time. Speed up our timeline here. Nope, still looks bad. So, low repression then, I suppose. That's the only thing we haven't tried. I mean, we haven't literally tried every single level of everything, single skill, but let's see, repression, someone who has a relatively low repression score. Umbra. Give it a try, sir. Though maybe we should send like Arcane One or someone over here. We'll try the 2 first. And then we can try one of our other employees that have a 1 injustice. Umbra's having to come a long way. There you are. Nope, that's bad too. Well, since we have someone with a 1 repression, let's send someone with a 1 repression over here, or 1 justice. Arcane One. Give that a try, please. The warning of do not look at... Oh my god, is that the trick? We don't look at it? Can that even be a thing? I wonder. Well, it's certainly something we're going to try. If that's the case, that is insane and really creative. Oh my god. Let's experiment. We'll try Insight again. Get you up there, Wicked. And do this. Because it says once you can see it looking at you, it's already too late. He hasn't failed yet. Is that it? Where is he at? He hasn't failed, but where is he at? He should... Wicked! Did that work? Holy crap. We have to have this thing not on screen when we're working with it. Must proceed while the containment unit is out of the surveillance camera's sight. Well, that's something completely frickin' new, isn't it? During the work when watching its containment unit for 5 seconds or more, the cliff-off counter becomes reduced. Okay. That is super annoying, but at least we know how to work with it now, and Insight does seem to work, so... go ahead. Well, you are maxed. Will level 3 work, I wonder? I'm not going to risk it. Get up there, Wicked. We'll just look away. As annoying as that is, I suppose it's what has to be done. And we're going to just keep grinding this thing until we get its information. So I guess we're going to be focusing on this regen room here. Just hope to get there. So we can't read the little pop-ups that it has. Unless maybe I can get the camera to be just right above and not actually looking at the abnormality. Can we do that? Well, Wicked's back now. So, yeah, still a good result there. It immediately stopped moving when it went out of the camera's sight. Take this into account when suppressing it. So, when it escapes, if we're not looking at it, it'll just sit there and let people kill it. Okay, I mean, that is useful. So let's try to work with this thing to where we can read its little pop-ups here. I wonder if that's possible. We'll zoom way in. Go ahead again, please, Wicked. So this should count as it being out of sight, right? Do not look at Schadenfreude. Okay, is that its name then? Schadenfreude? Malicious joy. Made lots of employees curious and has led to many terrible incidents. Yeah, sure. These are the ones we've already seen. Anything new? Is that the only 2 things that it says? It's kind of annoying trying to get things to pop up here simply because, well, it looks like he is done. I was about to say simply because we don't know when Wicked has finished there. Alrighty. So 23, we should probably go ahead and get this. Okay, so repression work is better than insight work. Instinct work is the worst. And low-level attachment is not bad, but high-level attachment is. So we should be doing repression on this thing. Looks like its ego gift is a gaze. Goes into hand number 2, HP plus 4. That's fine. So, repression. And Wicked has the best skill in that too, so let's do that. We're at least getting close to unlocking everything on this thing. Schadenfreude, I guess, if that is actually its correct name. We know the game does like to give us fake names until a certain point sometimes. Looks like Wicked's done. Yep, that is a whole lot better there. Good deal. Let's get basic information. It is an HE. Can put out up to 18. Its attack type is red. So one more go should give us the escape information, and then we will read this thing's story in completion. Keep on repressing there, Wicked. I'm afraid to send anyone else in whose level in repression's lower than that. Alright, Wicked. Looks like you got almost perfect again. Okay, so it's Cliff-Off counters 2, so it escapes very quickly if that... Come on now, go away. If it decreases for every 5 seconds that we look at it, which I will try just not to look at it when we're working on it. So we got some new HE stuff. Deals red damage, has decent resistance to white, which is not great, but it is at least a higher level than the Teth stuff. So is theoretically worth getting. So we can get 4. They're not very expensive either, so we should be able to grind that out no problem. Let's read the story here. Someone's persistent gaze can be felt from the keyhole inside the machine. Its eyes blink but never close. The purpose of the eye or what it is observing is unknown. After several experiments, it has been discovered that when there are 1 or more employees staring at the abnormality, the condition becomes far worse. An employee was sent in after covering their eyes with a thick black cloth. The cloth must be made from a material that does not allow light to penetrate. Tests must be conducted to ensure that no light could penetrate through the cloth. After entering the containment facility of the abnormality, they faced towards the direction of the abnormality for 10 seconds. No reaction. Experiment number 3. Similar to Experiment 2, another employee was sent in with their eyes covered, but this time the cloth allows the employee some sight to discern forms. After entering the containment unit of the abnormality, they stood toward the direction of the abnormality for 10 seconds. After 5 seconds, the abnormality aggressively approached the employee. The experiment halted. Number 4, this time no cloth, but instead a blind employee. No reaction for over 30 seconds, so yeah, that seems to be the case about not looking at it. It's funny that it's us ourselves as the manager who needs not to look at it. Please dispose of the experiment subject used in D04 experiment immediately. Dispose of the blind employee? Or dispose of the abnormality? Memo. When training an employee who has never entered the abnormalities containment unit before, it goes without saying, but please make sure to tell them not to look at the abnormality directly. If someone is stupid enough to ask why not, please inform them of what happened to the employee Yumi, who didn't read the manual and stared directly at the abnormality. Memo 2. Yumi, who is in charge of the abnormality, can no longer be in charge of the abnormality. She claims to be constantly watched over, but this is a preposterous accusation and we believe she has severe delusional behavior. Most of what she said is nonsense, but to put it simply, she claims that someone keeps watching her when she's eating or going to the restroom. Also, when she sees something like a keyhole or a crack between a door, she will become hysterical and try to seal any hole that she sees. But what's more aggravating is that her mental corruption levels read normal. She can't be put to work in this state, but her normal levels make her difficult to be processed by the system. Please replace her soon. Memo 3. The request before has been solved. Yumi, who disappeared, was found in her room. When we opened the door, every hole, including the vent, was covered with black tape. She also stabbed out her eyes with a pen. Okay. The delusional disorder seems to have been cured as well. She is no longer babbling nonsense, but I just don't understand why you would want to send a blind employee into the containment unit again. I don't know what kind of experiment D004 is, but I don't think it will do much good. Okay, well, this all keeps getting stranger and stranger, more dangerous. I like that, though, you know? The variety, especially this one was hard to figure out, but the variety of how to deal with these things is very, very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before, unless maybe you could count like the Metal Gear Solid thing where you had to unplug your controller and plug it into the other port to beat Psycho Mantis. I guess that's maybe the closest thing that I've ever seen to what's going on here. So one more and we're going to have our first meltdown. We want to get all the equipment. We also want to try to get some level ups on our new people so that we can get the mission complete of promoting 2 employees. I wonder if that carries over from day to day or whether it has to all be in the same day, like you need to promote 2 employees at the same time. You know what? Since we've got this figured out, let's see if someone who has lower repression can do a decent job here. Yeah, I'll go up there and give it a try. I have decent red resist. Not much we can do once I'm in there, so, if I die or it escapes, there's not a whole lot I can do about that, except repress it. We know now to repress it by not looking at it, though. Well, it is taking me longer than it took Wicked. Oh, there I am. I didn't actually take much damage. And didn't get too bad a result. In fact, it still counts as good. Awesome. So, let's see, what was the cost again? 30 and 45, so we can get one of these suits already. And the next one is going to be a meltdown. We'll let me go ahead and go back up here and work with this again. Let's see, repress, please. Oh wait, I had a common result. And Martin, it was saying was high on repression? Is that right? Huh. That's kinda weird, since we both have the same stat levels. Let's have Martin do it then, though. And then we need to be careful. Kind of get that off the screen so that we can see everything else. In case Bloodbath melts down. Okay, Bloodbath is not melting down. This is very annoying in that we can't really afford to zoom out too far when that's going on. Well, we can get some work done down here. So let's have Arabella do attachment. What else is melting down? The old lady's in her solitary thing. It must be the Schadenfreude who is melting down here. It is. Okay. I guess I can pause it and look at everything. So as soon as we're done up there, we need to work with it again. I think we just finished. We did. Okay. Well, we'll let that countdown go by. Because pausing and looking at it doesn't seem to be affecting much. Martin, go ahead and work with that again. Looks like Arabella did fine, which one sin is kind of an easy thing to be working with, which is good for us. Looks like we've got the Violet Dawn coming up, which is the fat slugs. We're definitely going to have to be dealing with that. I did not mean to look up there and see that. Looks like it didn't cause a failure, though. Cliff-Off counter still at 2. We're a little bit off of getting our next piece of equipment. Let's let Martin heal on up here. Go ahead and send you back up there for some more work. Just trying to get a couple of things done at once. If we can get Justice up levels on Martin while also grinding out the equipment, that would be great. We don't want to do work with anyone else until we get that thing done so that we can go through as few of these ordeals as possible. Though we are going to grind really hard on our new employees to try to get their promotions. Looks like Martin's done over here. Ticking on down. We can go ahead and get another one of these. So 75 more and we've got all the equipment. And then we will just probably ignore this thing. Unless there's a meltdown that needs to be done. We're saying that about a lot of these. Unfortunately. Though maybe even getting Martin a level up or 2 in Justice could count as a promotion. We'll see. See, go up here. Maybe we can get close enough that we can see him come out without actually looking at that thing. Yep, there we go. He is done. Oh god, very good that time. Way to go, Martin. Head on back in there, my friend. Come down here again. Just let time pass on. Unless something terrible happens, I'm going to skip some of this for you guys to kind of cut down on the repetition. Alrighty, we have enough to get the rest of the equipment, so let's do that. And now we can safely ignore this thing, I think. We're also almost to our capacity. 2 more and we're going to trigger the Dawn. I think Rylan and Arabella are going to do the non-meltdown work for the rest of this time. So let's have Arabella keep grinding attachment over here. Rylan will start doing insight work with the bird. Though actually maybe I should have her grind with crumbling armor instead. Alright, there is the meltdown. Let's get people up here to suppress people who are not weak versus black. Let's see, Arcane 1 and Lola should be able to handle that no problem. We've got one over here. All these are strong versus black, so let's do that. There should be one more. Yep, there we go. Actually, let's have you guys come down here to this one. I think that's closer for you. And then we can send this team over there. Well, everyone except for Martin, who is weak to black. Keep an eye out, though. We'll slow down here just in case. I suspect we're going to be okay. This one's already dealt with down there. Okay, there is Lola and Arcane 1. Oh yeah, they're going to be perfectly fine. No big deal here. This should be dealt with very shortly too. I hear screaming. Just make sure that none of our named employees are dying. Maybe that's just office workers. Alright, dealt with. Good deal. Or maybe not. Did we have 4 or did something teleport, I wonder? Not sure. Let's see. All of you, we'll just have everybody come over here who can safely fight. Yeah, we don't want Arabella or Rylan to be involved at all, so you guys can... Actually, you can start working again. Let's have Arabella do instinct work down there, and there we are. Now we are... Oh! Why did Schadenfreude escape? We weren't watching it. I don't know why it got out. Maybe it's cause a certain number of office workers died or something, because Schadenfreude means malignant joy. So joy in the suffering of others. See, this does red. Let's send everyone who's strong in red over here. Lola, sure. Let's not send Arabella and Rylan, though. Then we'll look away, because from what we read, it's supposed to stop moving. And we can still see people's health here. So we'll kinda... Looks like they're not taking any damage. Let's pause just to look back through. It seems to be working. I don't know if they're actually engaged yet. I guess we can pause and go look. Maybe this being up here let it out, but yeah, we're engaging and seem to be doing okay. Maybe everybody will switch over to dealing... Are we done? There was that scream again. Huh. Get everybody back to where they're supposed to be. I seriously would like to know what made that thing escape. Like, for sure. It seems to me that the information that we get on some of these is not the complete information. That there are still things that are being held back from us. Like this case, for instance. But let's keep doing this. You did a good job down there, or maybe you just didn't get there, Arabella. Yeah, I bet that's what it was, that I had interrupted sending them to their things because of the escape there. Alright, let's see how this does. And we've got the Violet Noon. So that's going to be the obelisks dropping, which is also not that bad as long as we remember to take our people out of the regeneration rooms before we trigger it. Alright, good job, guys. Just let you come right back down here. Arabella needs to heal a little bit, though. She took some damage working with the crumbling armor. Rylan doing a great job with punishing Bird there. Right, you should be fine to grind some more instinct work down here, Arabella. Try our best to get ourselves a level up here. There's all the energy, which is fine. Oh. You know what that might have been? During all of that, because we went straight from the dawn to the noon. Did I actually trigger another meltdown without realizing it? And then this thing melted down and its cliff off counter went to 0 because of the meltdown? Alright, I've been at this for too long trying to figure out how to deal with this thing. My brain is turning to mush. Come on back over here, Rylan. Ooh, doing a pretty good job there, Arabella. Better than the last couple of times. Well done. Hopefully where you guys are working with Teths here, that should give you some decent level ups. Which I wonder if we could get you to work with, say, like Letitia and be safe. I don't want to risk that, I don't think. Go ahead and do some more instinct work. Some more insight work. And then the next one will trigger the ordeal. So let's get people out of these rooms so that we don't forget. Go there. You guys go. Well, that's fine. Maybe kind of roam as a hit squad here. All right, there we go. I want you to be here, Arabella. Well, actually, we should probably let you guys heal up. And these obelisks do black damage. Let's go ahead and get you over here. We'll let Arabella trigger this with attachment work and slow this down. We'll see where those things drop. Just do a quick check, make sure I haven't left anybody in the regen rooms. Is this one going to drop here? This is not a regen room. So do they drop in other rooms? This one is going to drop in the regen room. I'm not sure. Yeah, they dropped in rooms that time that were not regen rooms. Which is fine, I think, but I guess it's good to know. So we need to have them in sort of the smaller rooms. It has to be a bigger room, it looks like, to get this for where they drop. So maybe not. We'll have to pay closer attention to that in the future then. Because it appears we did not have complete information there. Alright, let's have this thing get suppressed down here. Right, sending everyone who's not weak to black down there. I think we can afford to speed up here. These things also are not super dangerous as long as we don't send in people who are weak to the damage that they do. Alright, you guys come over here. Should be fine. Hear office workers screaming there. Just zerging that sucker down. Go ahead and pre-select you. We've got one left. And after this, since we're not to the Ordeal of Dusk unlock yet, we should just get meltdowns from here on out, and I need to pay more attention to that. And also after this episode of recording, I need to take a break to let my brain congeal a little bit and not be jelly anymore. Everybody go back. There we go. Alright, so back to what we were doing here. I'm going to grind this whole thing, deal with the meltdown. Then I'm going to have them switch and have Arabella work with the bird and Rylan work with the crumbling armor and try to get them level ups in both, make it more likely that it's going to up their overall level. Because, like, Rylan here I think is a level 2. Yeah, cause Terry here's a level 4, so this is the level I think we're trying to get up to count as the promotion. Alright, Insight. And I do think Arabella needs a tick or two in here. Oh, that'll be fine. Get on back down there. Alright, let's kick off this meltdown with attachment on one sin, which will be Arabella's third time working with it, so she could maybe even get a level up in temperance. Okay, we got lots of meltdowns going on. You need to be worked with. So, actually, let's send... Well, Martin's been working the most over there, so we'll send Martin in. We're going to ignore Old Belief and Promise. Fairy Festival can have attachment work done by Lola. Arcane 1 can repress the Grave. This is just being used and put right back. I need to remember to immediately put you back, though. Umbra, you can do that. Little Bird, we're going to have, I guess, Rylan, since Arabella's otherwise occupied, and that looks like everything. So let's watch over here. As soon as you go in there and grab that, you're going to put it right back. Yep, return it, please. Let's make sure that things are getting taken care of. Yep, they are. So let's not look at Schadenfreude over there and make its Cliff-Off counter decrease. Alright. Good, mediocre job there. Arcane 1, not getting a good result on the Grave of the Cherry Blossoms. And we did lose some stuff, but that's fine, we'll get it back. And now we're going to be doing opposite grinding, as I said. So, Instinct for Rylan, and Insight for Arabella, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, about to trigger another meltdown. I think we're going to do one more bar of this. Again, I want to make sure and get our promotions so that we complete this mission. I want to see what the next technology that we can unlock is. See what melts down here. Alright, don't have to deal with you this time. That is good. We'll do some attachment work over here. Probably shouldn't let me do that. We'll let Martin do that. Then Pode. We can have Arcane 1 deal with him. Yen. Aoi can do a good job with Yen. So get on in there. Letitia likes attachment work. So we'll have Umbra do that. This is melting down too. We'll have Arabella do that. And then she can also deal with the bird. That should work out just fine. As one sin is really fast as far as working with it. Be ready to trigger this off though, just in case. Alright, we're done. So, Insight, Arabella, get on over there. Need to work with the armor again. And you're kinda hurt there, Rylan, but its counter didn't start counting down until you were finished, so you have time to heal. Then head on back down. So that meltdown is handled. And we'll go all the way up to right before we trigger this next one. And fingers crossed that that's enough to get a level up for each of our new employees. Alright, so done with that. Here we go. Fingers crossed for double promotion. Let's see. Oh, Arcane 1 got a promotion. There's one. Awesome. Arabella got a promotion. Awesome. We did it. Rylan got a promotion, so we had 3 employees promoted. So we should get some new technology. Awesome. Okay, of course we need to pick a new abnormality. This time we may go with the round one, especially since that last one was an O category. Now it's time for my head to burst. Good day. Sounds horrible. The only advice that can be given, well, advise, it says, but I'm assuming it's advice, supposed to be, that can be given is to be cautious and be aware of your surroundings. That also sounds terrifying. Be relaxed. Do you not need the blessing? And again, if I remember correctly, the round ones are supposed to be from crowdfunding backers. Sure, let's take this one. See what someone came up with who helped to fund this game being made. Hello again, B. Now it's the final truth. It's something you must learn. I understand that truth hurts. It's hard for me as well. It's like building a sandcastle for years only to destroy it later. It's beyond agony, denying the efforts in the past. But I want to make things right, whatever the cost. Uh-huh. The final truth is... Yeah, lots of static, and we don't get to find out what the final truth is, apparently. Thank you for doing me a favor, Manager. You're welcome, Hod. I feel really confident these days. Hod, I hear you made a new distraction. Hod, I hear you have a new distraction. Hi, Angela. Are you talking about my counseling program? Yes, stop it immediately. It seems to be helpful. But why? It helps employees. Oh, please don't delude yourself. You're not really helping them. I like you less and less, Angela. But what about Tiffany? My program helped her to cope with stress. Tiffany? Tiffany Brown from the security team? That enkephalin addict is no longer with us. Okay. She's... what? She terminated her contract with the company in a very permanent fashion. She lost more than 90% of her sanity when she committed suicide. I'm wondering if that's a bad translation, if it's supposed to be lost more than 90% of her sanity and then committed suicide, because, suicide would be losing 100% of your life and your sanity. Of course, she came to you several times. She came to you because she needed enkephalin, not because she needed your comfort. You prescribed highly addictive substances like you were handing out candy. Okay, never mind. Maybe I am on Angela's side after all. If that's what you were doing, Hod, yeah, that was really bad. What about Netzach? You gave him the substance as well. I authorized your counseling to reduce the stress levels of employees, and you're only creating drug addicts. Netzach? He told me he would like to introduce the program to his team. You should have reported him when you first saw the symptoms. Hod, your compassion is only making things worse around here. Your program is terminated. And I urge you to take my advice. Keep your distance from others, especially from unstable employees. They have nothing to lose. They will do anything to get what they want. Okay then. Constantly having my expectations turned on their head. Promote an employee to level 4 or higher. So another promotion thing, but now it has to be to a higher level, so we'll try to concentrate on that. What is the technology that we get? Okay, so supply educational manuals to help employees learn faster. Guessing that will be helpful for level up, so probably we should take that to help us do the promotion thing. Reinforce work education of office workers so they can be prepared for various situations. So yeah, employee promotion increase office stats. Hired management stats increase. Reinforce hiring procedure to increase status of hired management employees. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Does that mean the people we hire will have higher starting stats? They won't just be on level 1 and everything? What's confusing me is the word management there. So, yeah, I think we want to go for the increased promotion there first. Alrighty, well, that was certainly a trying episode, though we got through it in the end. we have a new one to deal with, and hopefully it will not be quite so hard to figure out as Schadenfreude was. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know in the comments and by leaving a like below. It really does help tremendously. And of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.